Hiccups remain one of the most annoying symptoms that anyone can ever have. And almost everyone must have had hiccups in their lives before. And that is why I've decided to share with you some of the most effective home remedies for hiccups. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Dandio here, and welcome back to another edition on Medtalk. So today, as I said earlier, I'm going to share with you some of the most effective home remedies of hiccups. But before we go on to talk about some of these remedies, let's look at what hiccups is and some of the causes of hiccups. So how do we get hiccups? So hiccups usually occur when there is a spasm or contraction of the diaphragm involuntarily. So if you're watching me and you don't know what the diaphragm is the muscle that actually separates the chest from the abdomen. And the nerve that actually innervates the diaphragm is called the phrenic nerve. So when the spasm occurs, you breathe involuntarily and the vocal cord will actually snap, which will actually produce the hic sound, hence the name hiccup. So if you didn't know how hiccup occurs, this is how it occurs. So now let's look at some of the causes of hiccups. So the main causes of hiccups are eating heavy meals or eating quickly, carbonated drinks, excessive alcohol intake, excitement or emotional stress, or sometimes even exposed to quick temperature change. But know that all these causes I've actually mentioned so far result in hiccups that will last less than 48 hours. But when they last more than 48 hours, then they might be caused by some of these. It may be as a result of tumors in the neck, gastric reflux, meningitis, stroke, even anesthesia, and some other drugs as well, including steroids. So these are causes of hiccups that can cause the hiccup to last more than 48 hours. And know that if hiccups last more than 48 hours, you have to consult your doctor. And now the remedies for the hiccups. And again, I want you to note that these remedies are for the acute bout of hiccups. That is hiccups lasting less than 48 hours. And again, I will tell you that if your hiccups is actually lasting more than 48 hours, you have to consult your doctor. So the first remedy is practice measured breathing. So how do you practice measured breathing? So when you are practicing measured breathing, first you breathe in whilst you count from 0 to 5. Then you breathe out also whilst counting from 0 to 5. And you can do this as much as necessary. The effect of this is that it actually disrupts the breathing cycle. And know that I said that the involuntary contraction or spasm of the diaphragm actually causes the hiccups. So whilst you are doing this, you are actually disrupting the normal breathing cycle, and that is why this can work. So the next remedy or technique is breathe into a paper bag. So what you do is you actually place a large paper bag over your nose and your mouth, and you breathe in and out. And what this technique does is that it actually increases the level of carbon dioxide in the blood, and this prevents the spasm. So that is another technique for you. The third technique is what we call Valsalva maneuver. So how would you do this? First, you exhale whilst you pinch your nose, and whilst you are pinching your nose, you keep your mouth closed. Then you bear down as if you are having a bowel movement, and you can do this for about 10 to 15 seconds. And this is another important remedy for hiccups. So the next technique is you drink ice water or you drink cold water. This, when you actually do it slowly, actually stimulates the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve also has motor functions for the diaphragm. So if you are stimulating the vagus nerve, it means that you are actually going to disrupt the involuntary contraction of the diaphragm as well. So that is another technique for you. Another technique is sucking on ice cubes. And when you do this, make sure that you don't have too much ice cubes in your mouth. Make sure that you actually have reasonable amount of ice cube in your mouth, and you suck on it slowly till it actually melts in your mouth. And the same thing, so since it's actually ice, it's also going to stimulate the vagus nerve as well. Another technique is also rubbing the back of your neck. And whilst you're rubbing the back of your neck, you also may be stimulating the phrenic nerve as well. And remember that I said that the diaphragm is also what's innervated by the phrenic nerve. So whilst you are rubbing the back of your neck, you are stimulating the phrenic nerve. And the last remedy is distracting yourself with something engaging. So you can do this by either puzzle games, either video games, or even trying to make some calculations in your head. So whatever it is that you can actually do to distract yourself from thinking about the hiccups can also be beneficial as a remedy for the hiccup. So lastly, let's look at some of the ways that you can even prevent hiccups. So obviously, the prevention is actually based on lifestyle changes. And the lifestyle changes will be also based on the causes. So some of these changes are eating smaller meals, avoid spicy foods, avoid excessive alcohol intake, also avoid carbonated drinks. So these are some of the ways that you can prevent hiccups. So there you go, everything you need to know about hiccups and the most effective home remedies for hiccups as well. I hope you've learned a lot from this video, and I actually just love it when I actually come on here to discuss some of these things with you. So hit the like button if you've actually learned something from this video, and if you have any questions for me, leave it in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to share this video because this might help someone with their hiccups. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.